Hey Tubesters, back with another video, and today we're going to do, well, I call it my pussy ass bitch potion, but basically, what that is a command and compel and control type of potion, all in one, essentially. So we're going to start off with the almond oil, and I'm making this on a Wednesday just like I did my mental clarity potion, just because this is a mind-based working. So I'm just going to add some of that, and then I'm going to add my ingredients. So I'm going to start off, oh, and if you're wondering, I was using almond oil. You don't have to. I like to use correspondences, and I like to get, as I guess one could say, nitpicky. To me, it's just being precise. But I like to use oils that have corresponding intentions rather than just one basic oil, just because I feel it amplifies the intention. You don't have to, but if you do have the money or the ability to, I suggest you at least try it. It does make a difference. At least I've found it to make a difference. So we're going to add some mustard seed for mental powers, but in this case we're going to do not necessarily confusion, but the strength of the mustard seed is going to supersede or bring in the powering of my will to supersede theirs to control them. Now, I'll discuss this afterwards, but I'm going to enchant this right now. I'm going to pour that in there. Whoops. I don't know what it is about these mustard seeds, but I always keep on spilling them. Alrighty. And like I said, after I make the potion, I'm going to talk about some ways in which you can use it. Some of it will be things that you agree with and that you'll be comfortable with, and some will not, because there are non-disrespectful ways, or however you want to word it, in which you can use this type of potion. Alright, and so I add the black mustard seed, and now I'm going to add the licorice root. Here it is. Alright. And this I got from the Botanica. Oh, you can't see that. Ta-da! And I gave one to a friend already, so it wasn't originally a pack of 3. And I'm just gonna, cut off a piece, or maybe break off a piece. Let me see how this... Okay, so it's not even really bending, so I'm just going to cut off a piece. Ooh, it's not really cutting much either. Maybe I can score it. So I'm gonna come back once this is done, so I'm not wasting it. Alright, y'all, I got my piece. Took a little bit, but I got it. It was actually only like a few seconds afterwards. So I'm just gonna enchant this piece, and I'm gonna put it in. Oh no! Okay. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna cut this in half. Alright, so I actually want to come here and share on you. If you get these type of really strong metal scissors, you can cut right through the root. So the next thing I'll be adding is some ginger. And this is again to kind of root it in and amplify the intentions. I'm going to be adding some juniper now. And that's to kind of like dispel any resistance as well as any negativity, as well as, you know, increasing my psychic connection. Now we're going to add some cloves. And this is to bring in some protection as well as fortune, and as well as to enhance the working. And I'm going to add some allspice, and I'm going to enchant it in the bottle since it's a powder. I'm adding a few sprigs of saffron. And this is basically where the commanding part comes in, as well as the concentration of the focus of intention. And last thing I'm going to do is a piece of this vanilla bean. And this is to help soothe the mark and prevent resistance. Alright, and this is the Pussy-ass-bitch, or Command, Compel, Control potion. I'm just gonna add the last bit in my mental clarity potion. Ooh! There's more in there than I thought. But yeah, I'm gonna have this charging on here, and if you're wondering what this is just my little traditional, or not traditional, but typical witch's purse for like sleeping and remembering dreams and all that. I made this a while ago. I want to say at least a year or two ago. So yeah, and I'm just having it charged now. So yep, I'm gonna have all of this charging up here. And that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you were able to hear me, because my roommate came in at some point, so there was some stuff going on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, maybe you didn't hear something I said or whatever, just ask me in the comments below, and I'll answer to the best of my ability. As always, abundant and eternal blessings. Mwah. Hey Tubesters, so I realized I ended the video and I completely forgot to tell you how to use this potion. So of course there's a traditional way of, you know, using it on maybe your enemies or people that are giving you a hard time, and just, you know, making them do what you want them to do. Now, that sounds probably a lot scarier to most people, depending on your beliefs and your ideology and the understanding of this potion, because I don't really know who's watching. But to some people that might mean, oh, you're just making them, you know, taking control and having a fun time with them. It's like, there are some people that do that, I won't lie. There are people that don't have a moral compass, and they take advantage of the abilities of using magic to, do shit to people that they want to. And it's not always sometimes harm, sometimes just to make them have a good time. So that's not what I do. I would use this on an enemy if I felt I needed to, but I wouldn't just go and make their life miserable. I would just do it in a way where it would, like, maybe if I was having problems with some spell work of making them banish or whatever, there was a lot of resistance, maybe I would use this to help them make it seem like it was their idea to move or something. That's one way. So there's a lot of ways in which you can use this potion. You can also use this on your children. And before anyone gives any crap, as like, you want your children to do what you say, right? You're telling them instructions and ways of life and all that, so that way they can have the best life possible. And you're teaching or telling them what to do because it's the right thing to do. Well, hopefully. And sometimes there's just stubborn children that don't want to listen, so you can use this for that, and kind of help them follow your instruction. Now, of course, you don't want to go overboard and use this every time for everything, but, you know, a little can go a long way, and you can use it periodically when there just seems to be that extra pushback. That's weird, I guess when he just came in. But you could also use this for, like I said, your enemies. If, you know, if there's like a superior that's giving you a hard time, or maybe they're doing things that they shouldn't, you can use this to kind of maybe make them feel guilty and confess or stop, or you can use this to just make them stop altogether. Like, it can really be used in any way. So of course there's ways in which that you can use it, and I'm sure you can think more of those, or you can just use it as like, oh, I'm gonna make her fall in love with me. I'm just like, yeah, I wouldn't really, I mean, is it really falling in love if you made someone do it? Like, it's kind of an organic, natural thing, so it shouldn't really have to be made. That's one of the reasons why I don't cast for it very often, let alone for anyone specific. But, well, that's not entirely true. I did earlier, a while ago, and I mean like years ago, just to, which is why I have the knowledge I do about not doing it, but that's another whole story. But yeah, that's just some of the ways in which you can use it. If you have any questions, if you're not sure if your intention that you want to use this potion for is best suited, or you just have a question on would it work for this, and I haven't mentioned it in this video, then ask me below and I'll do my best to answer as quickly as possible. As always, thank you for watching, and abundant and eternal blessings.